Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubianette. Welcome back. And if you're viewing my channel for the first time, welcome. There was a tragic and intense incident that involved a tenant named Christopher Samaru. Unfortunately, he was allegedly beaten and now is unliving due to his landlord, 43-year-old Omar Lamoni, and Lamoni's half-brother, Edwin Nina. These brothers beat him with a baseball bat. Christopher Samaru was only 30 years old. He passed away over a rent dispute in the Throgs Neck section on Saturday, November 30th in the evening. It's truly horrible for Christopher Samaru's his wife, young children, and remaining family. No one deserved to be tortured and hurt like that. And on the flip side, landlords can feel a mix of anxiety, frustration, anger, and financial strain when their tenants refuse to pay rent for extended periods. Now, it's said that Brittany Shear mentioned that the landlords were actually getting partial payments because they weren't getting hot water. So I definitely understand that as well. I mean, we know that there's times when it gets cold and you have especially young children and you are, making a compromise with the landlord. But I don't know how long that the rent perhaps wasn't being paid in full. Well, most landlords rely on the rental income to cover mortgage payments, property maintenance, appliances, and a multitude of other expenses.
This man is dead after police sources say he was beaten to death with a baseball bat. The victim's fiance spoke exclusively with News 12's Tim Harfman, who is in Throgs Neck, with the details.
2-year-old Kalia and 6-month-old Camila are now without their father.
It was really senseless. My girls don't deserve not to have a father.
Brittany Shear says her fiancé, Christopher Samaru, got into a fight with their landlord's brother last night. Police sources say the 30-year-old was beaten with a baseball bat at his home on Throgs Neck Expressway near Layton Avenue. Police say he was taken to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead.
He goes straight to the trunk of his car, grabs a steel bat, and runs up my steps to the front of my house and starts wailing on my husband. From there, my husband jumps on him. They fall down here onto the ground.
She says the landlord then jumped in to attack Samaru. Brittany tells us the argument was about rent money.
They keep saying that we're not paying rent at the moment, but that's further from the truth. He accepts partial payment for rent because they keep hot water.
She claims the family hasn't had hot water in 3 months. The property had at least 67 complaints and 17 violations in the past 2 years, several related to hot water, according to HPD. Brittany says the couple moved in 2022. Now she's a mother, raising 2 little girls on her own.
That man was my soulmate, and we were supposed to get married. He's brought me out of depression.
Police say at this time no arrests have been made and the investigation is ongoing. In Throgs Neck.
When tenants don't pay, it does create a significant burden and stress, and we never know how people handle stress. As a result, the arguments ended very poorly in this case. Now there is a deceased young man and tons of legal action pertaining to the assailants. Now the confrontation occurred outside of Samaru's rented home in the Bronx. Even worse, Christopher Samaru was seen holding his 2-month-old baby during this attack. This is so low for them to do this. These men, they did not even have the compassion to wait for this father to hand over the baby to the baby's mom, his wife, Brittany Shears. Now, presently, both suspects have been charged. Lamoni was hit with a second-degree assault and endangering the welfare of a child charges. And his half-brother Nina is charged with second-degree assault and fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon, police said. Now, law enforcement will add on additional charges depending on the victim's autopsy report, because it's definitely a new investigation, which is ongoing. And as you know, conflicts can escalate to tragic outcomes, especially when there's a lot of money involved. You know, this is extremely sad. Just after the holidays, and we still have 2 other holidays where this wife and her young children will not be with their father. You know, what are your thoughts on this criminal case and the battle that goes on with landlords and tenants? And may Christopher Samaru rest in peace. My condolences for his wife, children, and entire family. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a million, and stay safe wherever you are.